So welcome Neeraj. How are you?
Good, sir.
Good. Nice to be here back. And so today we are gonna cover the story of Mr. Neeraj, who is from Sadgarh village. Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah. And right now he is doing training. He's training in IMA Dehradun. And how has your journey been so far? In pithoragarh. I'm not talking about like academy right now. I'm just talking about your primary, your intermediate school, and then college.
I started my schooling from my village itself. I completed my primary schooling from my village. I studied in my village till class 5th. And then I came to Pithoragarh. And in Pithoragarh I joined Vivekanand Vidya Mandir Inter College Pithoragarh, which was nearby my home.
Okay.
And after that I completed my 12th from that same school. And after completing my 12th, I went to Lakshman Singh Mair Postgraduate College, which is the only college that we have in our city. And after that, after doing my graduation, I did post-graduation. That was in economic subjects. And at that same time I was preparing for my examinations, and I had completed my PG in the year 2022 itself, and at the same time I got selected. So it was kind of like both the things happened at the same time. So my education also finished, and I started my training in IMA after that.
Yeah. So as far as I know, that it was your 16th attempt.
Yes.
And this is like, we need perseverance, we need dedications, 15th time you were kind of rejected from there, not getting recommendations. How did you, keep yourself up, and how did you, gain that motivation?
From the initial days of my preparation, I had decided that this is the place where I want to go, because I wanted to have that kind of life where we get exposure to a lot of things, where we have chance of constant improvement in ourselves, and the kind of person I wanted to become. I thought that it is the best suited profession for me. So I decided to join the defense forces. And at that same time, that I had one thing, that if I had not be able to make it, I should have some other career options. So it was also related to the defense only, that was of Central Armed Police Forces. So I was on this direction that I'll go in defense field only. So I was preparing for that. I didn't let myself low at that time when I was not able to make it. I knew that I had my backup option, that was of going to CAPFs. So I was constantly preparing for that. Side by side I was preparing for my second option, and I was completing my education as well. So I knew that I had enough backup options with me. So it helped me to keep on going.
So you emphasize on having a second career option also.
Yes.
Nice.
Because in defense, when we see that it is a very we can say different kind of mode of preparation, where there are lakhs of students who are preparing for limited seats. And when we see that the ratio is very less, it is like thousands to one is going to get selected there. So you can't be completely sure. You might be deserving, you might get it sooner or later, but it's not like that you just stick to that thing that I'll gonna get selected, or like you are very sure about your selection there. So it's good to have a backup option, because in any worst case scenario, even if you're not able to make it there, so then you can have a other option, that you can go there, and at that time you will not feel clueless, or you will not feel that you have wasted your that much time, the precious time of your life, these 3-4 years of your preparation. So I think that is important. That is why I feel that it is important to have a backup option with ourselves.
My next question to you is 15 attempts, and it took you almost how many years? 4 to 5 years?
More than that.
More than 5 to 6, yeah. Then 6-7 years, something around that. So you started from NDA.
Yes.
And then in 2022 you got recommendation, and it's like proud moment for all of us, and for Pithoragarh. As you know that when we are getting constant failures in life, we know that failures, they teach us always something new. So was there a point in your life where you thought, no, it's enough, I need to give up?
As I told you, that if you have clear vision or clear roadmap with you, that what will I do if I'll not be able to do it, or like am I going on the right direction, or if you're having self-doubts at that time. So I think clear vision will help you to find your path, because if you are just having one aim, so you might feel at sometimes that where am I going? Am I lost in this way? So at that time, having backup options help you. And in my journey, I never felt like that, because I knew that if not this, I'll have something else.
Yeah.
So I think at that time, desperation do not help us, but we have to be wise. We have to look for other options, and that helps us to sustain our journey.
So in the last episode, when I was talking to Mr. Pavannath, who is kind of following his own passion, do you also emphasize on following one's own passion?
If I talk about passion, I feel that if we have any special talent, so we must pursue it.
Yeah.
Because when we are having any this kind of talent with us, so we must utilize it, because all people are not equally talented. Most of the people are not having these kind of talents with them, and if any person is having this kind of special talent, so they must pursue it, and if they find that they want to make career on it, they must go with it. But at that same time, we have a lot of challenges with them, like if you play very good cricket and if you want to be a national level player, so you have to start your journey like that. From the initial days, you'll have to go for practice, and you must step up with time. And at that same time, if you feel that you just want to take it as your side by side thing, that you want to pursue something else, that you want to do something for your we can say earning bread and butter, and you want to do it as a side option, you can also pursue that. But you must understand that whether you're going to pursue it full time, or whether you're going to take it as a side by side thing, that you will do something else, and it will be just another thing.
So we need to be wise enough before we make any
exactly.
decisions.
And if you if you put too much of efforts and time in it, and you're not able to get fruitful results from it, then also you must understand that I must switch now, or I must find something else. Because at the end of the day, you must be economically independent. That is the most important thing, because if you're not economically independent, then there is no point of pursuing the things that you like, because eventually it will help you sustain your life. That is the truth. So I think these things must be kept in mind.
Now taking you back to your village, and since you are from Sadgarh, and would you like to tell a little bit more about as you have studied from Vivekanand Vidya Mandir, and what about your village? Would you like to highlight something about your village?
Okay, so my village name is Sadgarh, as you mentioned, and it is a nearby we can say village to the main city of Pithoragarh, because there are especially in the regions like Himalaya, we had seen there are very distant villages where connectivity is not there, and they're very remote. It is not the issue with my village. It is only around 20-25 kilometers from the main city of Pithoragarh, and it is very well connected by the road. Like it hardly takes you 5 to 10 minutes to reach your home from the roadside area.
Main road.
Yes, so it is very well connected. And apart from that, we see that the people of the village, they are employed in various different kind of professions, like as it is a hilly region, so people are in army. Apart from that, people are doing their own employment things, like they're having their livestock with them, so they are earning their bread and butter from there as well. So it is quite developed, or we can say sustaining village. Apart from that, it is famous for the Dhwaj temple. It is Dhwaj temple is situated in our village only, not in our village, but it is nearby to our village. So it is also there. And I feel that overall village is good, but the other kind of opportunities are less, like education. We have to suffer because there are hardly any good schools. Like the private schools are not there, and some government schools are there. Apart from that, for medical as well, there are some you can say problems are there. Hardly any village the hospitals are there in village, so everyone has to come to district hospital for any medication that they require. So these kind of challenges are there, and employment remains a constant challenge throughout. But people, they are having their own kind of methods to sustain their livelihood. Some are going outside, some are doing some kind of work in the village itself. So it's like kind of mixed things are there.
Yeah. So as you are going to be soon an officer in Indian Army, and congratulations beforehand. So are you the only one who is recommended from your village, or your village has produced many other officers also?
As far as I know, there is one other person who is serving in Indian Air Force.
Okay,
but
as an officer.
Yes, but he doesn't live in the village. So I believe that I'm the first person to join the armed forces, like especially Indian Army as an officer. But
So
there
how
are.
does it feel like being the first one from your village to serve the Indian Army?
It was a kind of motivation from me from the beginning that I could be in the initial ones of my village who are joining the army as an officer. But I feel that in villages it is a tradition of joining forces. Like there are a lot of people who join forces, whether it be army, navy or air force as a soldier. But I believe that when I get selected, so it will be a kind of inspiration for the people of my village and the nearby area especially, that they'll feel that if a person from the same background has done it, so they can also achieve it. So I believe that it can help transform the condition of village, and a mindset will get changed, that people will look up for these things, that this can also be done now.
So Neeraj, my next question for you is, as we know, it's kind of a tiring journey for you, and you started from ND, I don't know, it's around 2016 something around.
Yes.
Yeah. And then constantly you are preparing, and then so what is the role of family there, and what is the importance of family support and guidance?
I believe it is extremely important when you are having a supportive family with you. Then half of your problem will get resolved there, because there are a lot of things that family will look after.
Yes.
Starting from your accommodation to your needs to all the basic things that can be done in home. So it is taken care by your family, and then you just have to focus on your preparation. Apart from that, it happens that when you're not able to achieve success, or you're not able to clear the examination, and whatever success means for you, at that time if you're facing any setbacks, so family supports you. They tell you that we are there for you, just have to work hard, you just have to focus on your aim, rest will be taken care of by the family. So I believe that having an extremely supportive family is important, and if you're having such a family with you, then it is a blessing. And in any success of any person, I believe family play a very important role. This is what I believe.
That's very nice. So as we know, there is a serious lack of guidance, especially in rural India. Talking about my village, I don't know about your village, I think would be this condition would be the same. Yeah. So lack of guidance. So people who are successful, I'm not necessarily talking about people who have joined the armed force, but the people who are successful in different arenas of their own life. So a kind of advice, what kind of advice would you like to give them, like to connect with their roots and to give advice to people?
I feel that in today's time it is easy for people to get connected to anyone, whether you are living in a village or whether you are living in a city. There could be things of like facilities won't be there in villages, so as it is in cities. But I believe that internet has made it very much possible now to connect to people who are either in villages or outside, or if they have done any big thing, or if they are doing good in their respective fields. So I believe that in today's time you can get connected to anyone. Like if you want guidance from any person, if someone has opened any business and he's living outside, and if you want to open some kind of business in your village or in locality, so you can take guidance from them. You can know from them that how they started this, how they finance their business and all. And it is similar for your studies as well, that if you want to know about your higher studies, it's not necessary that you can take guidance from the people of your locality or your area only. You can take guidance from anyone. So I believe that it's more about your will, that what do you want to do? Do you want to are you serious about the thing that you're doing, or you just casually taking it? So I believe that it's more about your mindset, that if you want to do, you can easily do in today's time.
Indeed. So my next question to you is about as we have talked a lot about how family is important, and the guidance that we lack in our village also. My next question to you is about was it your childhood dream to join that, or kind of someone you met or you got inspiration and something like that?
I would not say it's childhood dream, but as I was preparing, after my class 12th only for defense examination. Before that, it was not like that I had very much inspiration to join the defense force. It was kind of mixed from my childhood. I had thought of different things at that time. But when I was in my class 12th, at that time I had a few things in front of me. So defense was the one which I chose, and it was like constant build up upon the same that I want to do this, and I got to know about other things as well. I saw people around me, I got inspiration from them, and then I saw the kind of career it provides us. So it was the build up that I got after my studies, after I joined my college, and at the time when I was preparing. So at that time I made up my mind that I'll join the defense forces, and the place is such like that you constantly see people who are joining the defense forces, who are who are aspiring to join the defense forces. So it was a thing that constantly pushed me.